Let's put up on the side. Hey, I let it get surprised. I'm on the program and closing my eyes. I can't even tell you.
What's up, YouTube? We back with another video, man. Today we got a lot of requests for this one. We got Jay-Z, Future, and Eminem, Renegade. And you know, since we've been doing these Eminem reactions, we've been getting a ton of requests to knock this one out. So, and then I think last Eminem video we had, I think he had mentioned Jay-Z in the song or whatever. So we ended up bringing up Jay-Z or whatever, and a lot of people started commenting this one because they were saying, cause you know how you said you ain't really a big fan of him.
Of Jay-Z?
Yeah, I ain't really listen to Jay-Z, and they was like, y'all gotta do this one then, cause they said Jay-Z went crazy on this or whatever. So, and then it's a they did a live performance on David Letterman, I think. So, long if the video not too long, once we get done react to this song with the lyrics, we might watch that video as well.
Don't get me wrong, I like Jay-Z. I just not a big fan, but these are two people. No, I can actually say it's in my era, so I'm excited. I mean, Jay-Z had, sure, it was 1997, 1998 when I first heard the song "Hard Knock Life." So I mean, that was back in the 20s. So yeah, these two been around.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, man! Shout out to if you're an OG here on this on this channel, man. We back on the couch today. You gotta be an OG to know about. When we was started on when Pops first came on the channel, we was on the couch. You gotta be an OG fan. Oh, bro, I heard this.
Yeah,
I don't know if I really listened to the whole song before, but I know this beat for sure off rip. Matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this might have been on one of the games. This might have been on one of the NBA 2K games. That's probably because the beat sound familiar. You know, if it's been on NBA 2K, then I know the beat for sure.
Motherfuckers say that I'm foolish. I only talk about Jews. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing what I do through and through. And I give you the news with a twist is just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you've been afraid. I penetrate pop culture, bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop.
I ain't gonna lie, that's tough though. How you just said he said Dang, did I go forward or back? He say, I give you the news with a twist. It's just his ghetto point of view. Basically talking about, how he talking about, how he talking when he rapping, he bringing up stories of when he was on the block and stuff that's going on in the hood.
right.
I like that. That's cool.
Ghetto point of view is for the people that can relate to what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's tough.
that's the twist.
The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing what I do through and through. And I give you the news with a twist is just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you've been afraid. I penetrate pop culture, bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop toasters and they live with their moms. Got drop roasters from botch robberies, niggas crotched over. Mommy's knocked up cause she wasn't watched over. Knocked down by some clown when child support knocked. No, he's not around. Now how that sound till you jot it down? I bring it through the ghetto without riding around, hiding down, ducking strays from frustrated youth stuck in their ways. Just read a magazine that fucked up my day. How you rate music that thugs with nothing relate to it? I help them see they way through it, not you. Can step.
He said, how you rate music that thugs with nothing can relate to it? He said before, I just read a magazine that fucked up my day. How you rate music that thugs with nothing relate to it? Now, when you say thugs with nothing, when you say thugs with nothing, are we talking about, the record labels? Because they're also been known as thugs too, because from the business side of things, and you're rating music and putting in the news, so you can project wherever you want to project about someone's music. So how you rate music with thugs with nothing relate to it, but nothing related to it.
Yeah,
Just a thought.
Yeah, that or the flip side.
Yeah.
The other way around. Yeah.
Step in my pants, can't walk in my shoes. Bet everything you worth, you lose your. Hey, how you rate music that thugs with nothing relate to it? I help them see they way through it, not you. Can step in my.
Oh, he said I helped them see they way through it, not you. Yeah, you could be right.
Pants, can't walk in my shoes. Bet everything you worth, you lose your tie and your shirt.
Since I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it with them a minute. Cause see, they call me a menace. And if the shoe fits, I wear it. But if it don't, then y'all will swallow the truth, grin and bear it. Now who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference. They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful.
Go back a little bit. He said that they saying you shouldn't hear it. He said there's a huge interference. They saying you shouldn't hear it. So who is he talking about? That goes back to me thinking, the magazines.
Music to stare at, sharing his views in his mirrors, but there's a huge interference. They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Yeah, they're talking maybe like them not trying to have his music out there.
Right. Who can inherit the title?
To the youth or whatever.
Right. Don't want the youth hearing certain things. So that's my thought.
They're saying you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucking drug addict. Like you didn't experiment. Nah. That's when you start to stare at who's in.
See, he like saying that, basically talking about how he viewed in the rap game, like just in America or whatever,
Right.
Because he did battle with like some drug stuff and like that. So now they saying like, oh, now they basically sound like me. He's saying like, oh, he can't be like no role model or nothing like that. Like you shouldn't be listening to Eminem music
Right.
and stuff like that. Like they saying that kind of stuff to the kids.
Because like you said, I'm debated, disputed,
Yeah.
hated, viewed in America. So they're gonna try to tarnish him, and for some of the magazines and some of the music people, to bring him down, like he ain't valid.
Yeah.
But he's sharing his life experience of what he went through and things of that nature, so someone can actually learn from it.
Yeah, it's
But they don't want you to get better. Go ahead.
As a motherfucking drug addict, like you didn't experiment. Nah. That's when you start to stare at who's in the mirror and see yourself as a kid again. And you get embarrassed, then I got nothing to do but make you look stupid as parents. You fucking do good. It's too bad you couldn't do good at marriage. And do you have any clue what I had to do to get here? I don't think you do. So stay tuned and keep your ears glued to the stereo. Cause here we go. He's chicken, and I'm the sinister. Mr. Kiss my ass is just a renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything. Renegade.
Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to holler about anything. I had to hustle, my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pockets filled with a lot of lint, not a cent, got a vent, lot of innocent lives lost on the project bench. What you hollering? Gotta pay rent, bring dollars in. Vital bodega, iron under my coat, feeling braver. Do rag, rapping my waves up, pockets full of hope. Do not step to me, I'm awkward. I box lefty or often. My pops left me an orphan. My mama wasn't home. Could not stress to me, I wasn't grown. Especially on nights I brought something home to quiet the stomach rumblings. My demeanor, 30 years my senior. My childhood didn't mean much. Only raising green up. Raising my fingers to critics. Raising my head to the sky. Big, I did it multi before I died. No lie, just know I chose my own fate. I drove by the fork in the road and went straight.
See, I'm a poet.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Jay-Z did go crazy. That was a great verse.
That was a great verse, man. That's one of the things I have used myself when you said, we're in the fork in the road right here. You know what the fork in the road is, right?
No.
So you have a choice. You come up to a four-way intersection.
Oh, when it split.
Right. He said he went straight.
Yeah.
You could make the turn and go the wrong way. But like he said he drove to by the fork in the road and went straight. You know, that's an old term. Well, a lot of people don't talk like that no more. But.
Raising my hand to the sky big, I did it multi before I died. No lie, just know I chose my own fate. I drove by the fork in the road and went straight.
See, I'm a poet to some, a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the king of these latter-day saints here, to shatter the picture in which of that as they paint me as a monger of hate and Satan, a scatterbrained atheist. But that ain't the case, see, it's a matter of taste. We as the people decide if Shady's as bad as they say he is, or is he the latter, a gateway to escape, needy a scapegoat. They can be mad at today, see, it's as easy as cake, simple as whistling Dixie, while I'm waving the pistol at 60 Christians against me. Go to war with the Mormons, take a bath with the Catholics in holy water. No wonder they try to hold me under longer. I'm a motherfucking spiteful, delightful, eyeful, the new Ice Cube. Motherfuckers hate to like you, what did I do? I'm just
the new Ice Cube. When people start hating on Ice Cube, once he left NWA,
yeah.
I could tell based off the NWA movie when he made that diss track No Vaseline.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, that diss track was hard.
Well, when NWA was out, I mean, I was cold. I mean, that was, you know, shoot, man. My older brother, your uncle was bumping NWA. That's how I learned about NWA. But we talking about a time when we had cassette players.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have all this. I don't even think MTV was out at the time. You know. Give you an example of how long ago that was. It might have been out because I think MTV came out in '84. So
do you remember when he dropped the diss towards NWA?
I remember when Ice Cube left the group and he came out with this song, but I was a lot younger then. I was listening to it, you know, but mainly because of your uncle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So when me and him was together, which was all the time, that's when I got a chance to listen to it. But at that time, it wasn't something I was just listening to on my own.
So how was it like then when new music used to drop? Was it like, 'cause I know back in the day, like, did people drop just albums? So like, did they drop singles? Like, how did y'all like listen to the singles? Like, if it wasn't on the radio or something, did y'all had to?
That's a good question. So they had on singles, you had the A side and the B side. So back then, I mean, people did drop singles, and then the album would still follow. The new single came out, so singles always been around. But as far as like NWA, I think it was just one of those things that, you know, they have maybe one song that hit the radio, and you went and bought the CD. I mean the cassette. You know, just bottom line, you went and bought the cassette and you listened to it in your car.
Yeah.
You know, you listened to it at home, wherever you was at. You know, some of that music, because the music that they were playing didn't get no airplay.
Yeah.
But it got a lot of buzz because we ran around in the neighborhood listening to it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So streaming is, so I remember, cause I mean, even back in the day with iTunes, you could still buy a single and stuff like that, like 10, 15 plus years ago. But now, you know, with streaming, you already paying a monthly fee. So, you know, obviously you just go add the music now. You don't really think you paying for it. You think you're getting free, but I mean, you still paying that monthly fee, so it's not for free.
Right.
But it's just a little different now.
You know, it's funny. We replace. This is my point for the OGs to comment on this one. We replace word of mouth with streaming and YouTube and everything else. Mm-hmm. So back then, word of mouth is what, man, did you hear that new NWA?
Yeah.
Word of mouth traveled. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Now you got social media. So.
Right, social media, that's a better way of saying it. We replace word of mouth with social media. So now you could hear something someone put on social media and a whole broad of people hear it right away. Mm-hmm. Where in the past, it was word of mouth.
That's another reason why the rap game is oversaturated too, though. Because, you know, back in the day, you had to really have some talent to get on. Like, now people talking about your stuff. Now you're going to get out to these record labels or whatever. Now it's like anything that blow up on TikTok or YouTube, and now all of a sudden you got a million bunch of views and you finna get paid off of that. Like,
right. There's just more ways to get money now.
Yeah, in fact, now everybody think they can do it.
Eyeful, the new Ice Cube. Motherfuckers hate to like you. What did I do? I'm just a kid from the gutter making his butter off these bloodsuckers. Cause I'm a motherfucking renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything. Anything. Renegade.
Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to holler about anything.
anything. Renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day, cause I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to talk about anything. Anything. Renegade.
Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day, cause I'm a
renegade.
Never been afraid to holler about anything.
Anything.
You know, it's funny. I don't think I heard that song before.
Now that I listened to the whole thing, I don't think I heard the full song. I still feel like I heard that beat though. So if that was on NBA 2K, if anybody know, put it in the comments. Cause I feel like I definitely, if it wasn't from playing the game, it was definitely just being around. I'd have heard the beat or something before, but I never actually listened to that full song. So that was the first time.
Could have been riding with someone that actually was playing that song or heard it.
I just know I didn't heard it. I didn't heard that beat somewhere. I don't. It could have been somebody that didn't remixed it at this point or something. But I didn't heard that beat for sure.
Renegade.
Yeah, that was. I like that. That definitely was a. No, I'm not a Jay-Z listener like that. So that was definitely a solid Jay-Z verse. And no, Eminem did his thing. This is the that was on David Letterman. This David Letterman, right?
Yeah.
All right, folks. What you about to witness? New York City, Detroit, history.
Yeah, in Detroit.
Put your hands together.
Oh, they on the rooftop. That's cold.
So what year is this? Cause I know, they saying history and stuff. This 13 years ago.
Probably witnessing history.
So this Jay-Z and Eminem, two of the top artists in the game at that time.
That's you witnessing history because of two of them together.
Yeah, that's tough.
On the rooftop.
Say that I'm foolish, I only talk about Jews. Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing what I do through and through it. I give you the news with a twist, is just his ghetto point of view. The renegade, you've been afraid. I penetrate pop culture, bring them a lot closer to the block where they pop toasters and they live with their moms. Got drop ropers who watch robberies, yeah, they crouched over. Mommy's knocked up cause she wasn't watched over. Knocked down by some clown when child support not knowing not around. Now how that sound to you? Jot it down. I bring you through the ghetto without riding around, hiding down, ducking straight. Frustrated you, stuck in their way. Just read a massive meaning and roll in my days. Great music that dumps with nothing relate to it. I help them see their way through it, not you. Can't walk in my pants, can't step in my shoes. Bet anything you perfect, lose your tie in your shirt.
I'm in a position to talk to these kids and they listen. I ain't no politician, but I'll kick it with them a minute. You see, they call me a menace. And if the shoe fits, I'll wear it. But if it don't, then y'all will swallow the truth, grin and bear it. Now who's the king of these rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics? Who could inherit the title? Put the youth in hysterics, using his music to steer it, sharing his views and his merits. But there's a huge interference. They say you shouldn't hear it. Maybe it's hatred I spew. Maybe it's food for the spirit. Maybe it's beautiful music I made for you to just cherish. But I'm debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a motherfucking drunk ass. You didn't experiment, nah. That's when you start to stare.
Nah, that's hard. That's hard. I don't want to watch the whole thing. Video.
You know the coldest person, man. The coldest person in that video.
Who?
The drummer.
Nah, facts. I was just gonna mention that. I was like, the live instruments for it is hard.
Yeah, man, my man back there, he doing this thing right there. If you look at the video, he bet they're going to work.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, great request. Very solid song. Anything else you got about the song?
No, I mean, I think it's a great song. It's definitely worth for another listen. It's definitely a playlist song to put on the playlist, and it's a classic. Mm-hmm. And to be frank with you, man, to hear Eminem 2001, I'm surprised. I really wasn't a Jay-Z fan because 2001. If they did this in 2001, I was still kicking it. I mean, I could tell you that right now. But I was focused then. Mm-hmm. In 2001, I wasn't really listening to a lot of rap music, so I did miss this one. But yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
All right, man. Hey, y'all put more Eminem songs in the comments that y'all want to see us knock out. And if you're new here, leave a like on the video, hit the sub button, hit the post notification bell. Okay, yeah.
I don't got a collar. I'm going hard doing all this without them. Niggas be hating, I know they be sour. Forever working, we punching the clock. Flow super high, gotta go see the doc. I'm doing up, they be rising the stock. Banana clips be attached to the Glock. Tap of a button, losing your top. How you get in, boy?